Afara is an initiative powered by Open Spaces and Bridges Advisory. It's created to increase funding success and operational support for women-owned businesses in Africa's energy and infrastructure sectors. Our vision is simple but bold. It's to see more women and more African women leading, owning, scaling projects that transform how our continent is powered, how it's connected, and how it's built. I think it is some of my experiences. After many years of working in energy and infrastructure space, there's a recurring pattern that I've noticed. There are still too few women. At the time I started, there were few women in the room. And even now, even though women have increased, there are still few women. Worse still is that there are fewer at the table. And what I mean by fewer at the table is that there are fewer women who make decisions at that table. You find that most women who are there, even though in senior positions, still are answering to one man or the other. And I still see many capable women, strong with strong technical and transactional experience, still struggling to access funding, and position themselves for financing. And Afara is really born out of, a conviction that the African women can and must play a role in bridging Africa's infrastructure gap. And they simply need the right bridge to get there. It means bridge in Yoruba, and it's a symbol of connection, transition, and opportunity. Afara exists to help more women move from feasibility to funding, from aspiration to execution. It's to help them connect potential to impact. So I've talked about my personal experience, which is that I found that there are fewer women in the room and few at the table as well. But if you look at facts and figures around Africa, women are underrepresented in energy and infrastructure, despite the fact that there are a lot of female entrepreneurs across Africa. But the other thing is that Africa faces an infrastructure funding gap of 130 to 170 billion per year. And that's a huge gap that needs a lot of filling, whether you're male or you're female. Yet, less than 5% of venture capital, before we even talk about funding going to big projects, goes to women-led startups. That by itself is a 42 billion gender funding gap. So when we look at the infrastructure and energy space, we want to help to fill that gap. And there are also very few programs that offer the kind of technical, financial, and regulatory support that this sector requires. We want to change that. We want to support 50 women-owned ventures over the next 5 years with funding, with technical expertise, and regulatory guidance. We want to provide end-to-end project development support from concept to capital. We also want to build a peer-led mentorship model where women who have been supported will pay it forward by mentoring others. It's essentially about building capacity and multiplying impact. One is wider coverage, operating across Africa, east, west, north, south. We want to find women all over Africa. And we keep to our core focus, which is energy and infrastructure, because when we keep focused, we also build depth. So it's energy and infrastructure, from clean energy to transport, to logistics, to digital infrastructure, to water, sanitation, clean cooking. It's also the funding aspiration. Our target over the next 5 years is to unlock $1 billion in funding. That's just a fraction of what Africa needs annually, but it's a vital start. There's also the being a project-based accelerator. Each participant will get hands-on project-specific support from concept to capital readiness. Then there's the multiplier model. Every supported entrepreneur commits to mentoring at least 2 others which creates a sustainable cycle of growth and inclusion. So lastly, our plan is for Afara to become a platform partly owned by alumni who have passed through the program. And it will be women supporting women. They will build equity and they will create generational value. The program will begin with an immersive physical program in Lagos in Q1 2026. It will be a few days of inspiration, instruction, networking, and pitching for project support. You will then have selected participants from that physical program who will continue through a self-paced learning journey. And it's basically designed to strengthen them both personally and in terms of their project capacity. After that, the next stage will be that we would also pre-select another few projects that will receive deep hands-on support and helping them get funding ready to reach commercial operations. So sister, if you are a female African entrepreneur and you feel like you are building something bigger than yourself, an infrastructure project you believe can make a difference and have development impact, but you can't do it alone. You need partners, you need support, you need to access funding. Afara is for you. You don't have to cross that bridge alone. It will take you too long. Afara is here to help you get there. We are looking for women who lead, own, or co-lead businesses in energy and infrastructure. Whether you're in power, whether you're in transport, digital, social infrastructure, clean cooking, you may already have a project in development. That will be fine. Or you have a business that you run in that space with strong potential to scale and impact your community. Those are some of the women we're looking for. We require partners ranging from individuals to development partners, philanthropy, ecosystem builders, family offices, corporates, foundations, and even advisory firms who share our vision. And what's that vision? To close the gender gap in infrastructure and energy investment. Partnership with Afara means catalyzing inclusion and innovation while helping Africa build smarter, cleaner, and more sustainable systems. One is the sector focus and depth. Our focus on energy and infrastructure and not general entrepreneurship stands us out. The second is project readiness. We go beyond just training to actually being in the trenches with you. We'll provide you actual development support and help you get access to capital. Then there's the pair sustainability. Our multiplier model ensures that every woman that is supported through this program becomes part of the bridge for others. I say that with a smile as I think about it in my head or in my mind, that 5 years from now, we will see 50 thriving female businesses, hundreds of new jobs, billions in mobilized investment, and a visible community of women who are building Africa's future infrastructure. That's the bridge we want to build. It's one woman, it's one project, it's one community at a time. We should be announcing a call for applications soon, along with opportunities for partnership and collaboration. So please follow us, share our story, be part of the bridge. Afara, building women who build Africa.